After an eclipse, what do? Well, in my garden, we're going to plant some tomatoes. I'm taking a page from one of our viewers that wrote in. They planted half of their tomatoes just to be safe. I think that's a pretty good strategy. Let's go ahead and get these in the ground. These marigolds in as a companion. Let's go ahead and put these right here. Remember, planting in the deep mulch, you want to move that mulch out of the way. These are individual plants, so you might want to just move it out of the way a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and make a little trench. It's just a little easier that way for me. We'll plant along this entire line. I am going to plant this right underneath this trellis, and once they start growing, we'll drop some strings down and we'll trellis them up on the strings. I'm also going to plant something else. We'll try this year. Let's get these in the ground first. One of the main reasons I open this all the way up is I can go ahead and dig 6 holes real quick. It makes planting a lot faster for me. Yeah, I knew these were going to come out. Those roots at the top had started binding together. It's okay, go ahead and pull those apart. We'll just drop these in the hole, we'll come back and fill them up. Yeah, they need to go in the ground. I've been hauling them in and out, and the bottom leaves started to yellow a little bit. So I did go ahead and pinch those off already. That's what made me kind of decide I needed to get these out here. Now remember, tomato, the entire stem will root. So go ahead and plant it as deep as you will need to. If these got really leggy, we could plant them on their side. They'd be just fine. They go ahead and root up just really nice. If you need to take a little more out of the bottom of the hole to get them down there. That's just how easy it is to plant your tomatoes. And once they start growing, we'll come back with a stick and a string up, and then we'll go ahead and string trellis these. So I'm planting this many this close together. And as they grow, we'll keep pruning off the bottom leaves. Remember, we're growing fruit, not leaves. There you go, 6 tomatoes in the ground, in between 2 marigolds. Companion planting at its finest. We had another viewer write in and guess that we were going to plant squash next. I thought, no, it's just a little early. But you know what? I'm going to try to trellis some zucchini this year. I've tried for the last 2 years. The thing about starting them in a container and you don't mark them, sometimes you don't know what you're planting. First year, turned out to be cucumbers, and they trellised really fine on a string, but it wasn't a zucchini. The second year, it was another big squash that wasn't supposed to really trellis that way. So this year, I know what I'm planting. We're going to plant some zucchini, and I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to plant a couple right now. We're going to plant quite a few more later, but I'm going to plant a couple now and try to get them going on this string. And this, I really am only going to take it down just enough to get into the soil. I'm only going to plant 2 seeds, and since we're going to trellis them, if they both come up, I'm going to run them both up a string. We'll see what we get. Now that I'm done playing around with the zucchini, go ahead and mulch back in around your tomatoes. The biggest thing is you do not want these leaves touching the ground. As they grow, those are the first ones you're going to want to prune off. If they're touching the ground or they stay damp, they will start to yellow and they'll bring disease into your plants. If you're not having fun in the garden, then it's just all work. And we're doing this because it tastes great. Now, I planted something the other day, you'll never guess what it is. Remember, we planted tomatoes pretty heavy. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been wondering why they're disappearing. I got one left. Then I heard somebody talking on the phone talking about the kitty that was up there pulling on seedlings. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Are you eating my seedlings? What are you gonna do? So, I went ahead and planted some cat grass. This cat grass only took a couple days to sprout. It's only going to take a couple minutes for them to pull that up. And that also solved the mystery of why some of my lettuce was missing. Hopefully I'll be able to get the next round of tomatoes going. We'll be able to fill these trellises up. But for right now, the ones that we're putting in, they need to go in the ground. You need to be hunting a garden. Yes, you do. The giant collard that we planted from seeds is doing wonderful. Carrots are growing well. We got lettuce, beets, radishes, turnips. Leave a comment down below. Guess what I'm going to plant tomorrow? I hope you're planting along with me. Remember, you can do this too. This is what makes it fun. We garden together. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.